Hey, what's up guys, my name is Brendan BPUG. Today we're playing some more Infinite Warfare, and today is going to be a pretty different video, and I feel like talking about stuff aside from the game and what's going on in it, because there's always so much going on with games you can find out on Twitter or anything else. I feel like talking about one of my experiences this year that was really interesting and fun, and hopefully we can get more into some of these videos right here and do something at least once a week with them, and we'll see how it goes. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my trip to Las Vegas, which was insane. And if you know me, I don't really get to travel a lot. A lot of the opportunities that I've had, I never really take or go on. And I sometimes look back and think maybe I should have. And that's something with me to where it's like I've had other opportunities for everything, which we've talked about before, and I don't take the chances. So I took the chance and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fly. I think it was like a total of maybe 4.5, 5.5 hours, maybe 6, something like that, because the time zone difference was completely insane and all of that. I mean, it's Pacific time from Eastern, so it's really funky if you're doing it for the first time. And the last time I flew out that far was actually to Denver, Colorado, when I was about 12 or 13 years old, I think. So I'm not a big fan of planes, and I used to go to Florida every single year. Now, Las Vegas it really opened my eyes about the restaurant industry. And if you guys know anything about me, I love food. I love just the quality and learning so much, I guess, about different restaurants. And, from all that I've done and worked at places in the restaurant industry, especially Chipotle as well, you learn about places that, really take something serious. You learn about a lot of the quality in things. And when you go there, you can then, I don't want to say I judge people, but it was something I learned at Chipotle, seasoning on the chips for one thing and all that. If you didn't have your chips cooked perfectly and all that, I was like, oh, I don't really care at first. And then, I got to caring, and I'm like, wow, I really do care how these taste. And the little things matter is, I guess, one thing. So going to the restaurants up there, I've been to, you might have been Olive Garden, something fancy and all that, but I very luckily got to experience a few fine dining places. One of them being Italian, two of them being very high-end steakhouses. And Gordon Ramsay's steak was okay. I liked it. I mean, Gordon Ramsay is a great chef and everything, but he's not the one that cooks your food there and all of that. I did get the beef Wellington, and I actually, if you guys would want to see later or whatever, I could probably do something on my videos where I show you guys these. I might post some stuff on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and just to give you guys an idea of it and everything. And in no way, I just want to make a disclaimer that I'm not bragging about anything, because I know people that do videos like this, they tend to be like, oh, you're so great, you got to go there, and you're bragging about it. And I'm not. And it's just that, you get to see, like I said, the quality, but just how you're treated differently at places. And, if you're at a place I worked at Texas Roadhouse, and Texas Roadhouse is a great restaurant and everything. And you have your bussers, your servers, your food runners, all that, just like you do at any other restaurant. And Texas Roadhouse is one of those restaurants around where I live that's more so upbeat and for the guest. And you could go to a place like, McDonald's, and McDonald's, I consider McDonald's a restaurant. I mean, it's a fast food chain, but in the end, it's a restaurant. They're serving food, they have cashiers, they have people in the back cooking and all that. And you're not going to get the same amount of quality of service you will at Texas Roadhouse. And so let's go to a place like Olive Garden. Olive Garden, I see them as the same as Texas Roadhouse, but it's a little more classy there, to where Roadhouse is more country. And then you can go to a local Italian place, and you can consider that fine dining. Well, for me, fine dining is, price is one thing, but you have to really whenever we went to Gordon Ramsay Steak and Wolfgang Puck's The Cut, they have they will bring you out food on display and explain it so in depth to you. There's just the plating, everything is just, it's there. It's more so you're going to fine dining for the experience rather than to just get your appetizer or whatever, get your salad, get your dessert, your entree, whatever you want to do. It's so much different, and it's really odd. And we got to try like different bread and stuff they would bring out, and they would introduce you, to what this is and some of the things it had in it. And believe it or not, one of the best things like out of the entrees I had there was steak tartare, and I've never had raw meat ever before other than sushi. So this was like raw cow meat. It wasn't even wagyu. It was just raw cow meat. It was like $20 and everything. And I mean, at fine dining places, you can get reasonable deals, and that's the thing. You'll go to this local place that'll charge you like maybe $100 for something, but then you go here and you can get something of much more finer quality, and it tastes better for a lot cheaper, but your experience is going to be 50,000 times better. I mean, there's not just one person bringing out your food, not two. There's actually like a whole crew of people. They place everything out for you and all of that. So aside from the fine dining though, a lot of the really cool stuff up there was the Guy Fieri restaurant, which was probably one of my favorite restaurants. And people think, when you're going over to West Coast or like Las Vegas or something, it's going to be stupid expensive, and Guy Fieri's was well from expensive at all. It was decently priced, like usually around here, because I live around West Virginia. You're looking at an entree usually averaging $20 to $30. If you would go to a ribeye at a steakhouse, it's probably gonna be like $35, something like that. But the burgers here were about $12 to $18, and that includes like fries, and the portioning is huge. It is huge. And if you guys would like to see these, I'll throw some on my Facebook page and just give you guys a better idea of that and everything. So Guy Fieri's was probably my favorite. They had a lot of shots you could get on tap. I actually never got to try one. I really wanted to try like a fireball shot on tap, and I guess it comes out like slushy-ish. It's really, really weird how they did it. It was like super, super cold from what I heard. I chose to get like I think it was a 68-ounce pitcher of Angry Orchard, which was crazy and good, and it was great to just have like a really big meal for so low, and then you have a drink like that. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, if you're gonna go to Vegas and everything, you gotta have something like that. I guess the last place you could say that was kind of a throwback to coming back on the East Coast, like around here locally, the Wahlburgers place. My mom and everyone else liked it in a way, but it wasn't really anything special to me. I actually got a burger there, and there was just it said pulled pork and everything, and literally there was like a piece of pork, not even pulled, on the burger. The burger was really thin. It was nothing special. It was like the seasoning and all that was good, but the burger was well overpriced and everything. And that's the thing. You're gonna, in a way, eat so much better at fine dining and pay a little bit cheaper than you would going to one of these places, just because a film star is, his family runs it or something like that. And I don't want to bash Mark Wahlberg or anybody else, because some of the stuff was good, but that's how I feel about it. So we'll probably continue this in a part 2, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating down below, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you guys would like to see more and a part 2 to this. And we're going to be talking more about some of the locations there rather than the food. I just wanted to get the food down out of this one because I thought it'd be really cool. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.